we're lacking a lot of flow, and that's kind of the hard part here. Maybe that's some of the purpose, but it's hard to look at a deck. Whoa, out of nowhere, dude. Whoa. The gold rare. Gouging, we haven't even, I forgot about you, dude. What are you even doing in here? Whoa. We gotta sleeve you. Alright, hello and welcome back everybody to another unboxing video. It has been a hot minute, hasn't it? So today we're getting into Temporal Forces, which is the newest set right before rotation. So rotation is going to be happening on April 5th, which means it's right around the corner, and a lot of good staples are going to be moving out, which means that this is going to be replacing quite a bit. The original Scarlet Violet set didn't do quite as much in that regard, so I'm hoping that we get a little bit more. I'm not sure of everything that's in the set, but I do know of a few key cards that are going to be really important, like the Buddy Poffin, and these really aren't going to be replacing staples that we're losing, but the Ace cards are going to be a pretty big deal, I think. They look really good. So I hope you guys agree, and otherwise just enjoy the box opening experience here. Man, oh man, it's been so long that I forgot my format here for a second. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's been a while. Been very busy with other stuff lately, but things are slowing down a bit, and I'm taking a break from everything, and I am ready to go pretty soon here with some more of these videos. I've been noticing, though, that a lot of you guys have been appreciating, or at least been getting a lot more attention on the channel when I do how-tos and tutorials and explanations and stuff. So I'm going to try and do a little bit more of those where I can. I'm not a great teacher. I do have people around me that are great teachers that help me teach, so that's how good they are. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do a little bit more of that around GLC, around deck building. Hard to get feedback on this because not as many people are very chatty on this channel, whereas my other main channel is quite a bit more engaged with the community there. So hopefully that builds a little bit here as well. I know I'm not super active, but I am trying to help the community grow because, man, Pokemon has not done well at my local scene. So anyway, first pack slap, let's get into this. The main reason is people just stopped playing. And it's not a supported store, so we don't have the pre-release stuff, which makes it really hard. And then not everybody is very intense. Like everybody asks, let's do tournaments, let's do tournaments, let's do tournaments. And then we do a tournament and people aren't ready for tier 0 decks to come out. And I don't really like playing tier 0, but I want to win if it's a tournament setting and I'm putting money into the prize pool and there's something to win. You know, like otherwise I'm playing Oinkologne and I'm playing Poison, like Toxicroak and stuff. Just funny, silly decks, or United Wings. So yeah, people just stop showing up. People aren't into it anymore. People are exhausted by rotation, which I understand, but I'm actually gonna do a video soon about the rotation stuff, because I think more people should know about it. And my thoughts on it. I'm gonna defend it. I'm gonna defend rotation because it's a format that I like a little bit more than other TCGs and like ban lists and stuff like that. Yeah, let's do this real quick. Let's move that down so that I'm not so off the screen when opening these, and I don't have to pop you guys in the mic. So it's been a kind of, oh, we got a reprint of the ancient booster energy capsules already. It has been unfortunate that people are not quite as into it, but I'm trying to do stuff around the shop where like just show up and play a game with somebody and you can get points. And the owner of the shop is all into it. I'm gonna try and do that more with GLC. So I'll be explaining that to you guys as well. What kind of format that is and why I think it's cool and why it gets really... Oh, nice. So we got Aerie and the full art Aerie right out of the gate. She's probably one of my favorite just because look at her. She's big. She's awesome. She's a wrestler. I was a wrestler. I can relate to her on so many levels. Anyway, that's great. All right. It's interesting. I haven't seen a future card. This looks like a fake. This looks proxy when it's not shiny. This is that's so weird. Anyway, Buddy Poffin. Battle VAP pass replacement. It's going to be very good. Keep that off to the side because I want to hang on to that. Cargo is the rare. I'll keep you there because I'm interested to see what they're doing with the future and the future and the ancient Pokemon. So they got a lot of support as an archetype, but kind of have to wait and see what we actually get for support, or like how they individually play out. Boxed order, another Screamtail. Guess we're getting a lot of versions of these, which is interesting enough. Caesar EX, very cool. It has the star treatment, which means it's probably not going to be very good, but that did not stop Chin Pao from absolutely kicking teeth in. And as you saw, 2 boxes, we've got a lot to get through here. But what's been taken off is Star Wars Unlimited. That one has taken the local game shop by storm. It's done a right on future here. It's done really well, like incredibly well. And it's pretty fun. But a lot of people are playing, which means a lot of people are playing meta. And that's kind of what I was going off of when I was empathizing with people who don't want to play necessarily against super strong decks all the time, because it can get really exhausting to just want to play and enjoy the game when you're having to put forth 100% all the time. I understand how tiring that is. Or when you feel like somebody's taking it way more seriously than you are, which I never tried to do, but you know, it can feel that way. Ooh, Crocodile. Might see another Fraligator. I love Gen 1 and 2. 2 was a great thing for me. It was a great time. Oh, very nice. We got a Metagross special illustration. That's super awesome. What do we have? We got our, there's the Fraligator in the rare slot. I'll set you aside. Just want to look at you. See what you do. We'll get into that later. Oh, Wiglet. I don't even know why I try and organize these between holos and reverse holos. I guess because the holos are usually rares. Usually, not always, I guess. I don't know. The card shop doesn't care. Locals, I guess. Heavy Baton and a Mist Energy. Very cool. Another Iron Valiant. Slap you down there. So that was... See, this one's shiny. This isn't even in the reverse holo spot. What's the deal? And another Roaring Moon. That's an interesting deck. That one I think is cool because it can be really strong and it's super combo heavy. So you like have to make the stars align for that deck to work really well. But it's so rewarding. And I've seen people be really creative. Like I didn't even think about putting it in to Lost Box. But people did it and it works and it's just neat. I've always really enjoyed the deck building in Pokemon. There's some where it's like, yeah, you know, it's interesting. It's kind of the same old with certain decks. And ooh, we got Fragrath EX. Nice, got another one there. It's hard for me to keep respect for people who have played the game for a while but still go off of like deck lists. I understand getting an idea, but playing one-to-one what another deck is, I don't know. I'm kind of a snob in that regard because it's like that's the fun part of, like, it's just me. I love brewing and building decks and like having a unique spin on it and trying to come up with something interesting, and then you just see somebody who copy pastes it and it's like, all right. Not everybody has to enjoy the game the same way I do, but sometimes it's just, you want to see it. Maybe it's because I want to see different ideas, because I definitely take other people's ideas, but it's not... I take your homework, but I change it still. You know what I mean? I'm still... I don't make it obvious that I copied. Who knows, though? Ooh, another... Got some more, that a stadium. My goodness. Very cool. Now, there are probably a few of these, because I'm going through these so fast that I'm not going to be able to see. But I'm going to set some aside anyway, just in case things are worth looking into. If not, you won't ever see them again. I will edit that out. I don't even have to worry about it. All right. I'd also split these videos up into multiple videos if I thought that they'd get viewership, or if I figured that you guys would not like the format. Gengar EX. This is actually one that I've been looking forward to building around. I will tell you why in a second. Anyway, not that you don't like the format. If you guys enjoyed, like if you don't like the longer videos or whatever, then I can adjust around that. I can make multiple videos, not just for the algorithm's sake, but to also, you know, make it a better viewing experience for you guys. So I know this can get a little tedious, a little tiresome. But hey, pulling these cards, opening these packs, feels really good. Another metal. And yes, I just mentioned that it's probably not a big deal that I split up the hollows and reverse hollows, but I'm gonna do it anyway because... whatever, man. Whatever. My kids at least are enjoying Pokemon a little bit. I've been trying to show them how to play, but it's... it can be frustrating sometimes. Teaching it all. I'm not a good teacher, like I said. Most of it is because I don't have the patience for it. But I'm really proud of my oldest, who's really stuck with it. Even though half the time she's like, don't attack me. Don't attack my Pokemon. You're gonna kill it. Like, it's just fainting. I'm not killing your Pokemon. It's fine. There we go. Still I don't like the non-hollow version. I don't like it. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. I don't like it. Oh, one thing that's been interesting with the Star Wars Unlimited is that it's really cool that a lot of people are now like into trading. I want this. Do you have anything that we can trade for this and all that stuff? And that's cool. I like being around that. But at the same time, it's all these people who are copy pasting decks, and so they're almost like rabid. Like, I need this card so bad. Do you have that card? I'll give you. What do you need? Do you want to look at my stuff? Let me show you my stuff. Like, it's desperate sometimes. So I'm not gonna tell you what I get anymore. You're not gonna know. We've seen Iron Valiant before, so let's keep those over there. Interesting that we're seeing the boosters already reprinted, though. Actually, don't mind reprints for certain trainer cards. I think Pokemon has done pretty well with how to... like, it puts value in the right areas, because collectors are going to buy this for, you know, this special illustration and the full arts and all the characters that they want, and, you know, collecting all the really pretty cards. Whereas players just want to buy what they need. Doesn't always help. Oh, no. There we go. Man, it took a while to hit one of these. Anyway, here's our first ace card. Sorry, this is a 4K camera, by the way. I do not know why it just will not improve the resolution. I'm just not savvy enough to do it, I guess. Anyway, this says this Pokemon, the Pokemon this card is attached to gets 100 health. Actually, we'll go over this later. But yeah, that's a big one right there. And it's way prettier than I thought it would be. That looks really cool. Another Koraidon, very nice. Slap the energy over here, got way too many energies. I know that they have to put energies into packs so that people can get them, but They put them into the Elite Trainer boxes, like a full set. And I've got so many. I've got so many. I can't get rid of them at the locals anymore because they've got too many. Nobody's actually playing Pokemon. They're collecting. Pokemon always sells. They do a really good, it does really well in the shop. But that actually feels really nice as a holo. This is a kind of interesting. We'll go over that. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I want more people to play. But I've got plenty of other games to play as well. Got Flesh and Blood. Got Magic that people got me into with Commander. I'm not going to play Standard or Modern because I don't have that kind of money. Because that's... I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's got its other problems, but Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh are just really, really expensive to get into. It's like, how can you expect me to do that? Alright, we got another Miraidon. Future EX. I love that hollow work. Look at that, just like the almost glittery. Look over you in a bit. Thank you very much. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's cool that we got the Metagross and the Metang reverse hollows together. If we were going for that kind of deck. I don't think I've seen any Stage 2 non-EX Pokemon that are worth building around. Could be wrong. I haven't been able to spend a whole lot of time researching Pokemon lately, and I haven't had a whole lot of reason. Oh, full art Incineroar EX. Sorry, I play a lot of Smash with some friends and kids, and I think that's pretty good. My impersonation. See my resume and my voice acting reel here on the channel someday. Yeah, without a whole lot of other people to play with, it makes it much less interesting to go out of my way to build decks. So I really liked Battle Spirit Saga. I loved how that game played. I still love how it plays, but nobody wants to play it with me. So it's like, how am I going to be inspired to play decks when I don't have people around me to play with? And going to tournaments is kind of out of the question. One, because I get super nervous traveling, and I've got a lot of responsibilities. I got baby number 4 on the way in the next month or so. I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man. So I'm glad that I can just do this at all. Whoa! Whoa! That is gorgeous. That is incredibly good. Wow. Look at that artwork. That is just so dynamic. Even with kind of like the monochrome, virtually monochrome, it's still got the green in there, but man, that's such a nice looking card. I mean, I'm going to keep doing this because I might turn into a collector myself. I like selling some of the higher end cards because this channel isn't making money yet. But still, I'm really enjoying like putting together, like keeping all these artworks because they are just gorgeous. Pokemon that I really didn't care for, not that I didn't like them, but Pokemon I didn't care for very much beforehand, all of a sudden become really interesting to me because either they play super well in the card game, or just you get some great artworks that just show them in a light that you don't really see anywhere else. Oh, speaking of new light and artwork, I guess I should mention, if you guys have made it this far into the video, I will be covering stuff about Pokemon TCG Pocket. I don't know if this is the right place to... I'm not going to make a dedicated video about it. As much as I would like to, I just don't have the time to allocate the resources and script something out. But I'm interested in it. I don't know if it's really going to be good for the game or anything. That kind of has yet to be seen, because what I don't want to happen is what, golly, there was another, because TCG is gacha. One of the things that popped or stood out to me during the Pokemon Presents was that you get daily free packs, which means that there are going to be premium packs that you buy. Now, I don't know if these cards are going to be exclusive to TCG Pocket. I imagine they could be, because it's a much different, having 3 on your bench versus 5 on your bench is a vastly different style, and it alters strategies tremendously. And case in point, there are cards that have that as a detriment, you know, like the Glamora, I think it's, yeah, Glamora EX, and things like Collapse Stadium. They take away your bench slots, and that it can hurt your strategies a lot. So, point being, I think there will be cards that are different or specific, unique to Pokemon Pocket. Anyway, where was I going with this? The first thing is that so it's going to be a pay-to-win thing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No matter how much you enjoy Pokemon Pocket, Pokemon TCG, any of it, if it is strictly on an app, it's going to be pay-to-win. With Pokemon TCG Live, you can use these cards, and they give you extra stuff based on how many extra cards, or you get currency based on how many extra cards you pull from the online packs. In real life, or that currency can then be used to buy cards in the game. So it's kind of pay to win, but you're not really hurting that much. They give you a lot of free stuff too. I know a lot of people hate on the TCG Live. I think it does fine. It does exactly what it needs to when it's not crashing. But within an app exclusively, I don't think you can trade in these for the Pokemon Pocket. I could be wrong. I think that would be good, because then they could push both the IRL TCG and Pokemon Pocket, like, you know, trade it in or redeem it on Live or Pocket, you know, make that choice. Totally fine. But yeah, so you're not going to be able to trade or buy things from a third party. And Pokemon, I wouldn't say, is very pay to win in real life, because kind of, yeah, anything that requires you to buy something is in essence that, but it's such a low barrier to entry. You can get a really good, if you have $100 in your pocket, you've got the best deck that is possible at this point. And you're not even going to use that full $100. You know what I mean? So, you know, what's my whole point with the whole pay to win thing? Not inherently against it. If you go into it knowing that it's pay to win and you're fine with that, cool. But a lot of people are going to get into that and realize, oh, I don't have the right cards, so I need to buy a whole bunch of other stuff to get the strongest cards that are going to make it so that I don't get face rolled every single time I play. So, yeah, if people think that that's how it's always going to be in the TCG, ooh, look, Cinchino, very nice, breaking up the monotony here, very pretty card, jeez. But yeah, if people think that that's how the game is going to always be, then they're going to be pushed away from the IRL TCG. So as much as I want people to play Pocket and be like, maybe I should try the TCG, maybe I should get into it because Pocket's super fun. If they have a really bad experience in Pokemon Pocket because they didn't drop $100 in the first day, I don't see people being super thrilled about that at all. I could be wrong, that people could approach it in a much different way, or people look at it and say, oh, well, I don't think this is different than like I had fun playing the Pokemon Pocket. Maybe I should try the IRL TCG and just see if it's better when I can actually buy the cards. You know, maybe that's part of the marketing plan. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. We just don't know enough yet. So a lot of it is speculation, and so it's pretty irresponsible of me to, if I were to like speculate further on, oh, this is terrible for the TCG, it's great for the TCG. I am apprehensive because of how the other Pokemon gachas have gone, and my personal experience with them. The one that I'm thinking of, my keyboard's back there, so I can't get it. You can look it up though. It's one where it was on a grid. It was like a board game on the phone. They discontinued it. It's canceled now. Yeah, you bought packs to get Pokemon, and certain ones were just really good. And they were just little figurines that you moved around a board and tried to defeat or capture other points on the board. So I had fun with it, but then all of a sudden, oh, Salvatore, I haven't gotten him yet. I just kept getting stomped. Torterra EX, sweet. And I didn't want to play anymore. It's like, I want to boot this up in my free time. I want to just turn my brain off. You know, and of course it's still competitive, so there's a little bit of brain on for it. If you don't want to get stomped, that's your own fault. If you approach competitive stuff that way, but still. Let's see. I hope people give it a fair shot. I'm going to give it a fair shot. I will try and do some content around it. I don't think I'm going to get any sponsor deals because this channel's still too small. And my main channel doesn't do anything with TCG, so it's not even on the radar. I mean, it wouldn't work anyway because all of you subscribed here, or at least 90% of you came from that other channel. You're the only ones that cared. So even though I get a lot of people who are like, oh, you play Magic and all this stuff, I'm like, yeah. I guess they care about Magic, they just don't care about Pokemon and stuff, which is fine. Not a whole lot of people care about Pokemon, which is unfortunate. It's one of the most simple but easy to get in, or one of the most simple, easy to get into games that's also really fun and engaging. So maybe people think it's babyish. I did that when I was 5 or 10 or whatever. I did it when I was 10. Or I started collecting the cards when I was 9 at the time, 8 or 9. People nowadays weren't even born when that hurts me to realize that a lot of you guys weren't even born when Pokemon came out. That just how where did the time go? My goodness. No shame. You can't help it. It's just, man. I remember when it came out. My mom came home one day with a Ion Boulder, one of the new ones from the DLC. I'm glad that we got him so quick. It's really cool. Yeah, it's just, mom came home one day with a DVD, or no, it was a VHS. It was a VHS, or a few VHS of the first episodes of Pokemon. We had never heard of it before. My mom is such a G. Like, she really did it for us. She got us into it, and she supported it, and every now and then we'd come home from school, and we'd have fossil packs waiting for us to open up, and dude, those were the days. Those were the days, and then I started having to pay bills. Out of nowhere, man. Just happened out of nowhere, and I'm just like... That's my theory on why so many of us have anxiety nowadays. Is we had really good parents who made our childhoods really easy. Unless it was super traumatic, and then that's a whole different thing. That's probably why you have anxiety. But on the other side of the spectrum, if you had a really easy time, like me, all of a sudden you have responsibility and you don't know what to do. Panic. Getting there though. I'm acclimating. I'm getting there. 33, I'm getting there. Starting to care less and less what other people think and just doing what I like doing. Hence this channel. I really hope there's a rebound to people with Pokemon because I want to keep my love for playing. And that comes from having cool people around me to play with. So we'll see. We will see. I still want to do videos for you guys. It's just... yeah, I'm getting used to this new season, this new set. not really a new set, but the expansion, the Scarlet Violet expansion. I'm enjoying it for the most part, but like all the cool stuff that I was used to when I got into the game is now gone. So I think this next expansion, or this next rotation in April, is going to get rid of all the cards that I ever knew when I started playing. So F was after I started playing, the F block. And I like the F block, it's really cool. But yeah, we're just gonna have to get used to it and then figure out, you know, how to start building decks with what we have. I felt that the Scarlet Violet expansion has not given us very many interesting tools to build around. And that's kind of changing with the future and ancient tools, the booster capsules. But it still hasn't even come close to some of the older decks that just flowed. We're lacking a lot of flow, and that's kind of the hard part here. Maybe that's some of the purpose, but it's hard to look at a deck. Whoa, out of nowhere, dude. Whoa. Dude. The gold rare. Gouging, we haven't even, I forgot about you, dude. What are you even doing in here? Whoa. We gotta sleeve you. Dude just came out of nowhere and punched me in the face. Jesus. Hot diggity dog. Get you a red one. Get you a nice red sleeve. Nice red dragon shield sleeve. Unfortunately, you're a fire, not a dragon. Are you dragoning? I think only whatever Raiko's silly name is. The ancient Raiko's name is Roaring Thunder or something like that. I didn't play much of the DLC. I played a lot with my brother, but I didn't play much with the new Pokemon. So, and it was pretty good. I've been watching people who play the competitive like video game stuff, which I don't have that time. I do not have the time. I'm too competitive. It's gonna bother me. I'm not gonna get into it enough. I'm gonna flounder. Again, I like video games as a social thing. There are a few games that I play on my own, but I really like them as a social thing. Games in general. So I played Scarlet Violet a lot because I could go around in the open world with my brother and do a lot of the BBQs and stuff like that, and that's just what we did until we got everything that we really needed, and then we stopped. That was it. Which is fine. Which is fine. I'm gonna keep you here because every time I see an ability, I'm like, maybe. Maybe. What are you all about? Alright, I had to go through a box in order to get that gold rare. I hope that there's maybe another one on here. We still got a few special illustrations in the last box, so that's good. Not necessarily for like value if you're counting monetary stuff, but it's still good rarity wise. You know what I mean? Here's a Venn diagram of value. On one side, you have collectors who really like certain Pokemon, and then you have players who really want good Pokemon. And then there's an overlap on when the really cool Pokemon get really cool art that also have competitive play. So you see those two kind of, then the value starts to go up quite a bit. Maybe not in like the hundreds or anything, but a card that would normally be, you know, $20, maybe 30. So it's going up to 40 or 50. At least I think that's how the Baxcalibur went. Because Baxcalibur sees a lot of play if you're doing, anything water-based at this point. That's why I kind of liked the Chin-Pow, because the Baxcalibur reminded me of having to get a Inteleon out. Now Inteleon, the Inteleon engine, the Shady Dealings engine, was objectively bad for gameplay. No, it's subjectively bad. I didn't like it at all. It just made Palkia work really, really well. But the reason that it was good, it was super good, is also the reason why it is awful to play against. Because you're just searching your deck all the time. So you're just taking forever with your turn. And I don't like doing that to people. Oh, nice. And I don't think people always enjoy, yeah, having it done to them. Some people may not care. We're at least getting through, like, the set. I don't really, my budget does not go towards binders. I have my binders, but I'm very selective because I don't want to buy a whole bunch. So I know that there are a few people who go through like the set and look for completing the set. Might be worth it to, if I get more into collecting, doing smaller binders and just filling them up based on what's in the buyer's guide or the player guide that come in the ETBs. Oh yes, we got another ace. There we go. So that's in the, yeah, that's in the special spot. That's what I'm calling 3 from the back, not including the energy. So you got your rare slot, then you've got the reverse holo, and then you've got the special slot right before that. That's where you can get the special illustrations, hence the name, and all the cool rarities and stuff. Pretty good hit. Pretty good hit. If you read them, if you pause this and go back and like read what the ace cards do, you'll realize why they're good. Oh, hang on. Ooh, nice. Nice, Salvatore. Salvatore. We got a full art of him. That's excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I would certainly do that. I just, at some point, I'm going to need to hire an editor for this channel to get content out readily. This is by far the easiest type of content that I do, but it is still time consuming because I still have to go through like an hour or so of footage to trim up, you know what I mean? And make it nice. And I still want to make it nice, you know, just because it's lower effort doesn't mean I want to make it lower quality. I hope you guys appreciate that. It doesn't really matter if you do, because I'm still going to do it. It's important to me. I think that's what you guys appreciate the most. I'm speaking for you. Oh, another... Okay, that wasn't in the special spot. That was in the reverse holo spot. Anywho, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, got another one of those, I guess. I guess. They showed me. All right, we get it. Great Tusk. Okay, fine. Do need to rework the United Wings deck. That one was fun. A friend of mine were playing, and he was playing the Graveyard deck, and that's another one that is big on, you know, milling through your own deck so that you can empower your stuff. So then we'd have competitions on who could mill first. Nice, we got another gouging fire. So yeah, then we had a little mini game on, okay, you're doing well, but I'm gonna deck out first. So we just see who could deck out first, who could get through their deck fastest. That's fun, because it's not always about winning, it's just about having a good time. You need to have that every now and then, I think. I like having that every now and then. Just make a goofy deck, something a little jank, have fun with it. It's always funny when more competitive people would call my stuff jank, but then they lose to it. Well, maybe I just build my jank really well. Nah. Unfortunately, I cannot. The power creep has been really real. VMAXs are on the way out. They're just... It's too much of a loss Too much of a risk. Ooh, Wug Trio? Wug Trio? Really? An electric Wug Trio. Right on. Boop. There you go. So I tried to do my Slowking VMAX again. There's just a lot of people can pivot really easily, and there aren't as many punishes anymore for doing that, and it just doesn't work anymore. Piers isn't in the rotation anymore, so I don't have that going for me. It's just a big old bummer all around. These are gonna go down here so I can set those off to the side. Got a big old stack of cards. Gonna have to make time to... What is this? What is this? What is this resealed nonsense? I think it's just a bad pack, but... Well, if there aren't any good hits in here, then I got robbed. But, yeah. They took the good card out. I can't believe they did that. They totally took the best card out of that pack and just replaced it with the Iron Valiant. Ooh. Ooh, Iron Valiant. I've been putting a lot of stuff on my plate lately. I cannot help myself. There's so much that I like to do. I like doing this. Even if I can't devote all my time to it. It's a fun little hobby. And some of you guys are really enjoying it, and I appreciate that. I wanna respect that too. I still want to give you guys content. It's just that I'm wearing like 4 or 5 different hats nowadays. Hoping I can get to a point where I can just like take breaks for a bit and just enjoy these hobbies. Then I'm like, oh, I have this really cool idea. I want to share it with everybody. Come on, puppy dog. How's you doing? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You okay? You having a bad dream? You okay? I love you. You're a good puppy. I'm gonna give him love every now and then. Poor guy. He's always hanging down on my feet. He loves me now. We had a hard time when we first got him, but he's my boy now. Intrimar. I'm interested to see what that is. I haven't actually read it yet. I haven't even seen it yet. So if anybody doesn't know, if you're still watching, hey, thank you so much for just hanging out or having this open in the background. Totally fine. I'm used to that. What I seem to be good at. Just making videos that people can listen to in the background, which is good. As soon as I start freaking out, you can tune back in and see what I pulled. Anyway, yeah, we basically pull from 3 different possible sets. So when you look at what we could get, ooh, that's so pretty. I have to show my friend that. That is, she loves little bugs. So that's really cool. Snom. There are like 3 or 4 different sets that come out in Japan first, which always kind of stinks when you have any game that's behind another region. But yeah, it is what it is, right? So it's hard to keep up. Like Justin Basil is really good with what they do, and like or he translates everything and sometimes gives like English proxies so you can play with cards before they're actually out to see if, you know, it's worth buying them or investing in the set. But yeah, basically it's these sets, we're predicting that these cards from like picked from these different sets are going to be in this American set. It's not just a 1-to-1. Japan stuff doesn't just come here. I don't get why they do that. I'm sure there's some reason behind it. Yeah, whatever. The Miraidon EX, nice. I don't know how many that 3 Miraidon EX that we have now? This is just 2. I might just be silly. I've not really kept up. The original one's the only one I really care about at the moment. Oh wait, no, this one's a dragon. I just realized that. Okay, we're gonna definitely check on that. That's probably the next video I'm gonna do, is a dragon deck. Because I've gotten it working pretty well. Ooh, another Torterra. Squawkabilly EX. Really, really good in a lot of decks. It's a huge liability, but it's basically the new Crobat. So in when D-Block was still around, it was Crobat V, where you put it onto the bench, and then you could, as soon as it hit the bench, you draw until you had 6 cards in your hand. So it's really good card draw, and card advantage is always a really good thing. So didn't work in every single deck, obviously, but in most decks, people were running that, right? So I think Squawkabilly is pretty safe to say it's taken its spot, because we've got quite a few cards that, or decks that benefit from having things in the discard pile that you obviously don't want that if you're running like rare candies and stuff in stage 2s, because that'll really mess you up. But some decks either like stuff in the discard pile or can recur pretty easily. You're not going to be really struggling if you have some stuff in the discard pile. Just get those back later. Some hands are really unfortunate, like, oh, I have 2 Professor's Research and 1 Boss and an Iono, and these cards are going to hit the discard pile one way or the other, right? So, oh, I guess I just revealed the rare. Let's see if we get anything in the special spot. We did. Oh, wow. Wow. Another Minccino. Very cool. And if only people cared more about Pokemon stuff. I know somebody who'll probably like that. I don't know what I'm gonna trade them for, but who knows? Who knows? Do that off screen, flip that energy over, because I'm sick of having it at the end there. It's usually just throw them in the recycling. Don't need them, don't want them. I have enough. I have plenty. Look at this, look at this. This isn't even all of them. You've seen how many Elite Trainer boxes I've opened. It's just all just sitting here. I don't need them. I have enough for all my kids if they want to make like 3 different decks. Like, I've got so many. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I got too many energies, man. I've already got some of these. Ugh, excuse me, I burped. So, anyway, I'm hoping that GLC makes it a little bit better. Locally, hopefully that the incentives program is nice, just to get people to come in and play for a game, because people weren't coming in. Ooh, now just another Iron Boulder. I'd like to see another gold rare before we're done. I just love the gold art. It's really nice. Makes me feel happy, endorphin things. Just go burr. But yeah, people all of a sudden got really into Star Wars Unlimited, and it is fun, and it's fun to deck build. People are just getting really sweaty with it all of a sudden, or out of the gate, I should say, not all of a sudden. And so now I'm just like, I just want to have fun with some weird decks and like brew. But no, every time it's something's on the line, and there are a few people who are playing, they're just pretty chill. So everybody does want to win. That's kind of the point of games, right? So I'm in that frustrating period of making my own decks work when people are copy pasting decks that are already working. So I've had to kind of compromise on, okay, what is this other person doing with this deck? What should I be looking for? What strategy am I not seeing, right? Because that's totally acceptable because I do it. So therefore it's good or okay, forgivable even. So like, all right, what are you doing with this deck? Why are you doing that with this deck? Oh, I see. Right, that makes total sense. Oh, right, you don't want what I was doing because of this, you know? Just no need to reinvent the wheel. But I still have instances where I'm like, no, I'm still gonna try this in the deck because I think that this card is cool. Or I think that this is this works really well. And I'm not always right. But sometimes you just gotta brew it. You gotta brew it, see what's going on. Ooh, another Hero's Cape. This isn't the one. I want the Master Ball. I really wanted the Master Ball. That is a thing right now. You can pull a Master Ball from one of these packs. You can pull a Master Ball and put it into your deck. So it's been really cool. I have a lot to go over though. Perhaps we might have a lot to go over. There's a lot that I'm going to read through before this video is done. Don't think we're going to have Master Ball in here. Unfortunate. These were much rarer to pull than I thought they would be. That's kind of crazy. I think we're going to see that overlap, that Venn diagram of people who play the game versus people who are collecting after the same stuff, and it's might drive the price up, at least for the Master Ball. All right, so let's see what's good in these piles. All right, so I had a bit of a change of heart because this video was getting really long. And I'm not sure if the same crowd likes watching packs getting opened as they do learning about the different cards that we did pull. So I'm gonna split these up into 2 different videos, see how it does. I'd like your feedback on that. But yeah, I'm just going to stop this video now. I appreciate you guys watching, and the video going over all the cards, what they do, and what the implications for certain decks will be coming soon. So in any case, thank you guys once again. Hope you have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are. God bless you all, and we will see you in the next one.